Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Hearts of Iron 4, The Road to 56. Today, we are going to be continuing our France playthrough. Here we have our great man, Leon Blum, ready to lead France into an age of prosperity, and who knows, maybe kick the teeth in of a certain silly mustache man while we're on the way. You never know. As you may recall from last time, we had a few interesting developments. Spain went through its civil war. Greece is also going through its civil war. Mr. Stalin's dead. The silly mustache man is still alive. And I guess Palestine is doing something that might be of a concern later. I don't know. Maybe it'll fall into civil war. Maybe it won't. I don't know. It's not something I'm completely aware of at the moment. So let's see. It's been a hot minute since I last played. I've had some college things to deal with. Guns still a major problem, as I see. Right, we were lowering the inflation rate. That's good. We're gonna ignore this for the most part. Economic policy, ignore that. Foreign influence, ignore that. Alright, we're currently furthering the reforms, which is, always a plus. It is currently the 4th of September, 1936. I've went ahead and started with the planes issue that I talked about last episode. And I think let's get us started. I'm going to keep it on 4 speed, unless I start lagging really, really badly. Right, planes. We'll have to worry about that later. Oh, hey, look at that. And right after we started, it's immediate, hey, I don't know what Palestine's doing, and now Palestine is, falling apart in a civil war. Let's see, we have I guess a democratic Israel and a authoritarian Palestine. That's the Holy War Army. Interesting. Low manpower, it says. The the almost 300,000 men that are willing to serve. Well, this is going to be an interesting development. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, lordy lord. That's definitely an interesting line. Let's see here. So, we got more factories. I think let's start getting this plane issue we had dealt with. I'm slightly concerned. I think for the sake of us not having an immediate collapse in planes when the war starts, that maybe possibly we should put a focus on aircrafts. Because it's 1936. We have about 3-4 months until 37, which if we go to the air, it means we're kind of far behind. Medium bombers, I mean, we're somewhat ahead. But in terms of fighters, we might want to start working on that. Yeah, 1930 fighters are certainly not the greatest option. to be sending against the Germans, who are going to be around with their Luftwaffe. So that's certainly not great. I'm gonna add one more into guns, and then I think I'll focus on maybe planes a little bit. I'll have to see when I get there. All right, let's check the production. No, the construction queue. Okay, so we're upgrading Alsace-Lorraine, this one particular province, which I didn't know that was a possible country to make. That's interesting. Good to know. Which for some reason this particular tile right here doesn't have a max fort line. So we're gonna fix that. We do not want them busting through. I doubt they will, but you never know. Alright, so for the most part, Germany's gonna be early game kinda weak. Understandably so. Germany has just remilitarized the Rhineland, this entire region that they've regained. So they gotta buff themselves up. They're gonna take on the great Allied powers. Oh god. That's yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. That's not great. Unfortunately, what in the... Okay. I take it back. We're just gonna continue focusing on guns. We're just gonna have that small factory on planes, and hope that we can build enough tanks to, or sorry, military factories to eventually just deal with that when it comes around. Hold on. I'm just gonna pause the game real quick. This is a difficult situation. In the state of world politics as it is right now, and world politics as in the game. So we either A, back the people that like us, or B, back the people that don't like us? Though it doesn't necessarily reflect, I'm not going to say it does or doesn't reflect my real world values. I think I'm gonna back purely because I want to see what happens. I've never had this happen before to me. I haven't really severe austerate measures. Interesting. I've never actually played as France or the UK or pretty much anyone after the Mandate of Palestine was introduced, except Turkey. So like I don't even know what will happen if I support them. I'm kind of just doing it for the express purpose of I don't know what else to do. Let's... I realize we should probably get some generals on here. We don't want our people to just be having no idea what they're doing on the front lines. You may notice that I am lined up against the Swiss. Technically speaking, this is for the technical possibility of should Germany decide to well, attack Switzerland. If they decide, no, screw Italy, or even then, they only need the manpower, they could, technically speaking, go after the Swiss. And though Switzerland is, you know, hopefully going to stay a good friend of ours, we can't always be certain, so I'm just going to keep these guys here for now. But speaking of this, we do, I do think we should get ourselves a tank expert. A panzer leader, you'll work. Ooh. I'll put you in charge. You have a higher supply. That makes sure our divisions don't starve to death. We have the Maginot Line. We're going to need a pretty good attack guy, but a pretty good defense guy at the same time. Henry, you're the man. You should be able to outmaneuver their troops. You got this. We might have to counterattack into Belgium. I couldn't say. We might just attack Belgium straight up. I don't know. Oh, right, yes. Firstly, let's merge this back up. We're going to unpause the game. We have now supported, I guess, the equivalent of Israel. Oh, right, tank designers. Let's see. We stood up against the Germans remilitarizing Rhineland. Britain did not. So, we're going to reject their offer. It's going to make them not very happy with us. But we are going to bring Czechoslovakia into the mix. I know I said we were going to go for the military factories. We probably still should. We're going to be doing it in our spare time, hopefully speaking. But we definitely need to get Czechoslovakia into the faction quickly. Very quickly. Pretty much, the issue is Germany will go after Austria. Once they take Austria, not only do they get all the military factories and civilian factories, they also get all their divisions. As you can understand, this might be a slight bit of an issue, because shoots out their military factories, civilian factories, and divisions. As such, if we don't got our good friend Czechoslovakia into the faction, well, oh god, I think I know what caused that. Sorry, where was I? Yes, right. So, if we don't stabilize that particular issue, particularly the fact that, hey, they will absolutely 100% invade us, then okay, let's see here. Okay. So, I figured out what it did. So, let's see here. What are the requirements for this? In fact, how many do we have here? 15? Ah, it's by area. I see. So, in fact, I want you to... You got your own separate fallback line right here. I sense this is going to be a slight problem, and perhaps I have maybe or maybe not miscalculated. But, I'm kind of forced to go with it at this point. Damaskis. Okay, so I only actually need one of you to go here. I need 2 of you here, and 4 here. Interesting. You know what, I'm just gonna have them move over there, and I'll fix it when they get there. Let's see here. I seriously hope my divisions arrive in time. Because I'm not ready for a war, and I don't particularly want to be fighting Syria. But, you know, it is what it is. I've made my grave. I might have to sit in it. Alright, let's do some more economic reforms. Let me hope this is enough. Oh, this is not the right thing. Well, I think my divisions will arrive in time, which is good. Oh. This should do what I want. There we go. We're gonna stabilize Syria. Yeah, that's, in hindsight, I should have seen that coming. I didn't. So, it's just one of those things. Anyways, where was I? Alright, yes. So, Czechoslovakia, this land right here, the Sudetenland, is something Germany will eventually go after. And as you can see, it's kind of mountainous. If, and this is a big if here, we can block the Germans from taking the Sudetenland, then Czechoslovakia should be able to hold. I mean, the British didn't even want to deny them the Rhineland. Hey! The Czechs have joined us. Wonderful. So, we can get other people to join. Oh. Well, there goes China. I think I'm gonna focus on getting the Popular Front united, which will remove the disjointed government that's giving us slight issues. And, oh lord. That's not good. Oh. Sorry, that went a little farther than I thought. Alright, so we got a war in China. Not that that's necessarily surprising. Usually there's a lot of wars in China. I don't actually know how long I've been recording this. So, I'm gonna wrap it up right there. We got Czechoslovakia finally into the faction, which is very good. We got the oh, I should pause the game. Czechoslovakia is being guaranteed by Romania and Yugoslavia. Big boy neighbors down here, which will be helpful. They got a decent amount of divisions, which is always good. If we can pull in the Polish, Romania, and maybe Yugoslavia, we definitely get. I think we can invite the Polish and the Yugoslavians, but we'll see. So anyway, I think we're gonna want to go intervene in Spain if we can help it. I don't know if I'd prefer a fascist one or a communist one. I might just focus on military factories after that. I don't know. But we'll find out next episode. Thank you all for joining me. This is Dragon Man, out.